For the next 5 days, this tiny camper van will be our home, as we take on Japan in a van for the very first time. During this 730-kilometer journey, we'll be sharing a full tour of this van, figuring out how to find free overnight parking spots, and yeah, making a few rookie mistakes.
We made a mistake.
We took a wrong turn. 50 Australian dollars for that.
The goal of this video is to get the best view possible of Fuji. We have some epic spots lined up, some that are super popular and some that are a little bit off the beaten path.
What we didn't know then is that Mt Fuji is notoriously shy, only visible around 80 days a year, meaning it's not uncommon for people to fly all the way here and never see it. But let's rewind to the start. We picked up our van, ran through the Grand Tour, and then we heard the words we'd been waiting for.
Starting route to Mt Fuji.
Already absolutely loving Japan in a van. We actually ended up getting a free upgrade when we showed up to Samurai Campervan's headquarters to pick up our little tiny van. They upgraded us to this beast. But first we haven't eaten and it is 1 p.m. So quick bite to eat before we continue on. Cheers.
Oh, pretty good. I ate some sticker.
Oh,
Not bad.
that's like better than some McDonald's ones. This van that we upgraded to didn't come with an ETC toll ticket, like an electronic toll charge reader thing that comes on the van. Some of Samurai Campers do have them, but when we upgraded last minute, this one didn't. So instead, we have to pay via credit card, and we got this little slip as we entered the toll road, and I believe we will pay for it when we hop off. From my research, this toll, driving on this road right now, is going to cost us $50 just to drive on a road. We're from Adelaide, where we have 0 toll roads, so the whole concept is quite foreign to me.
It is super expensive and unexpected for us, but it halves the driving time.
Also, it potentially means we're going to make it for sunset at Fuji, and I think that's worth it.
Everything's signed as between 50 k's an hour and 70 k's an hour, while everyone else is going 100 next to me. Good timing. And I feel like the estimate of the time it's supposed to take is based on everyone else's like Google Tracker or Apple Maps, and they're all going faster than the speed limit. So even the big trucks. So I feel like 3.5 hours is wrong is what I'm trying to say. I think it's going to be more like 4.5 hours going the speed limit.
We took a wrong turn. So now we have to get out of the ETC to pretty much get straight back on it. I'm praying that it's not going to just charge us $50 twice. Ticket, 50 Australian dollars for that.
Are you looped around?
Well, that was $50, but because we took a wrong turn, because the sign not really being visible until you were out of the tunnel and already kind of constricted to a lane.
Go left-hand side.
And now we have to get back on and do it again. Nice. Found it. Found Fuji. Stop looking. Yee. This is view number 1.
Yeah, technically view number 1. I will say, while we were driving today, we thought we saw it, and we were like, oh, look at that mountain. It was a completely different mountain. But we have just turned a corner, and Fuji is right there, covered in snow. It's so beautiful. It's huge up close, as if people climb that.
Should we climb it?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's a bummer that this drive took longer than it was meant to, because the sun's starting to set and it sets quite quickly. And we still have 15 minutes until we're stopping to get food for the night. It's beautiful.
Drink water from there.
We did drink water from there.
Wait.
Are you thinking of Fiji? You and Fiji and Fuji.
They're pretty close.
They're not. I actually cannot believe it. Look at these guys. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. We were not meant to get a view of Fuji today necessarily. Like, we were hoping for one, but for that? Oh.
Yeah, I thought we'd have to wake up and like hunt around and hopefully get lucky when the weather clears, but it's just like,
Bam.
here you go. Not bad.
Okay, it should be coming up on the left.
We just picked up some food from a Lawson's because I don't know if we're going to come in contact with any other food. And we think our microwave works, but the sun sets in like 20 minutes. So we want to try and get somewhere where we can sleep in 20 minutes.
Just don't hit that car that's behind you.
Thank you so much for your advice.
You're welcome. We were quite anxious about renting a car in Japan. We've done it all over the world, but it always freaks me out in van life because we are cheap. We like to...
We're good.
We like to take advantage of free camping, I think they call it around the world. That is always a little bit difficult to figure out. But in Japan, it's actually super common, and any roadside station you can basically park up at for the night. A lot of 7-Elevens and Lawson's do it. Whoa! So we're heading to one that's 13 minutes out of town. There was a couple of options. I downloaded this app. I'll put it on screen in case you're thinking of doing it. It's just a map that you can go in and you can see different roadside stations. The only negative for this one is that we won't have a view, I don't think, of Fuji. We will see... Oh, you can't see it yet. We will see her tomorrow. Her? Him? It? They? The beautiful, beautiful Fuji. I made a mistake. I put in the department store looking road sign into Google Maps instead of the one that was on a lake. So we're gonna go check it out, see what that one's about, and make a decision from there.
Yeah.
Whoops. Night one in the van was freezing. It got down to -3, I think. And our blanket is just like the cover for a duvet without actually having the duvet in there. But thank God we're in Japan where vending machines serve hot coffee. Amazing.
Starting route to Tategohama.
I don't know if this is the Lawson's. It seems like it has to be. If it's not, that's crazy that there's multiple ones.
There's a lot of cars here, and there's a place for a bus to pull up, and we know for a fact that tourists come here to look at the Lawson with Fuji in the background.
Yeah, I do feel like there's normally a bridge, so it might not be the super viral one that you're not meant to take photos of anymore. But if it's not, come to this one, because it's great, and there's no one here.
There was a bridge at the one we got dinner at last night.
Yeah, but that one you couldn't see the background. Like, I really don't know.
But it was harder.
Yeah.
Like, if you were on the bridge, you could. I don't know. This could be it, this might not be, but yeah, like Emily said.
We're here to quickly grab something for breakfast, and we're going to take it to have a picnic at our next spot of Fuji.
It'll always wild me out seeing...
Wild you out.
Yeah, that's the thing. People say that from now on. Seeing coffee in the fridge that's really hot. And like coffee in the vending machine this morning that's really hot.
So I read online, or I saw something on TikTok or Instagram or something, that if you check your receipts at the bottom, they'll sometimes have little coupons. And we got some. And Jordan said no to the receipt. And I said yes. I felt really annoying for the poor guy, but we get 50 yen off of a drink.
So good. That's like
Half price.
it's at least a third off. Yeah.
All right, let's go get a good picnic
Yeah.
spot. So this is technically going to be our first official spot of spotting Fuji, but like you've seen, we have been incredibly lucky. I think so many people told us that we would have to be really lucky to see Fuji.
Yeah, we've seen it 4 times, 4 different places.
It's bonkers. Not a bad spot for a picnic.
So we've come to our first stop of trying to find the best view of Fuji, and it's like a gravel beach on a lake, but it has an incredible view of the mountain reflecting off the lake. There are boats here that kind of add to the aesthetic, and it is serene and peaceful.
I can't believe that we're one of like 10 groups here, maybe more. Like, it's so quiet, and this view, I genuinely don't think it's going to get peaked today. I think we might have peaked too early. Picnic time.
Picnic time.
So yesterday, completely forgot that we picked up our first ever mochi to try. We've never had this, and I feel like convenience store mochi in Japan should be our first one while we're looking at Mount Fuji. We also picked up this morning from Lawson's milk caramel daifuku, which from what I quickly googled on the drive here is just mochi that's filled with something, but I could be wrong. This has to be the best spot to try mochi for the first time. Am I saying that right? Mochi?
I actually have no idea. Mochi?
Mochi maybe? Do you want green or white?
Green, please. I've seen people making this on YouTube where they hit it with a big hammer.
Oh, I think we're going to see that when we're in Osaka or Kyoto, I can't remember.
That is this, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Weird.
Smells like grass.
Whoa.
Tastes a little bit grassy. Essence of grass, but it's actually got a nice flavour. And I do like the consistency. Red bean paste inside.
Cool.
Do you want to try?
Yeah. So weird. Whoa. Oh. Not to me, that flavour.
Cheers.
Now that I can get around.
This spot is going to be very difficult to beat, but we're absolutely going to try. I think we'll finish these coffees and hit the road again.
We honestly have just gotten so lucky on this trip for the whole 6 months, for I feel like the whole 3 years, but specifically here in Japan, I just feel like I have to pinch myself constantly because everyone we talked to that we said we were coming to see Mount Fuji was like, just temper your expectations. Fuji-san is a fickle thing. Like, you really might not see it the entire time you're there. So just be mentally prepared that that might happen. But instead, we've seen it on the flight over from Skytree. I'm still not 100% sure about that. Let me know in the comments if this is definitely Fuji-san. And now today, like, driving here was insane. Waking up this morning to come and have a picnic with this view is such a once in a lifetime thing. And I feel like it's just hitting me how special this is, that we're actually this lucky. I don't know, I'm feeling very grateful. We've been here for 2 hours. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
So it should be way busier than this. So we just took the time and took 100 million photos.
Less. It was unbelievable. It was the kind of place where every time you look in a different direction, the sun has risen a little bit. The shadows are different, or like the red tree with foreground is now available. Like,
yeah.
So we were just here taking shots all over the place.
So please head over to our Instagram and check out a carousel or any photos that we've posted, because that's what we've just spent 2 hours doing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now to the second spot of the day, which I wanted to be there about an hour ago to try and beat the crowds, but it is what it is at this point.
I didn't even think that it's Saturday too.
Yeah, no, I forgot until literally right now.
Whoops.
Starting route to Chureito Pagoda, head northwest on
this van comes with pretty much everything we need, except warm blankets. I freezed my tush off last night.
You know, I was saying I get sick with like changes in temperatures. It has never happened this quickly. One singular cold night, and I feel like I'm all blocked up already.
Oh, change of plans. We come to a second-hand shop, found a better winter rated one and an extra blanket for about $40, and we should be sweet.
Cross your fingers. It is frustrating that it doesn't come with something. Like, it's obviously an expense we weren't anticipating having to wear. But we should be warm for the next couple of nights, and that's the most important thing.
Yes. Oh, we also got some super warm socks. All right, I think we need to get some food, and we need to get to this Fuji spot number 2.
Yeah. At this point, I think we've eaten at convenience stores for 24 hours.
Make it a meme. Not a bad park at all. We have a microwave in the van, but it's like 7-Eleven here. They heat them up for you too, so bonus. Couldn't resist getting extra chicken and drinks though. Classic Japanese meal.
As soon as we get in a van, I feel like this happens every time. We lose all sense of like rushing, I guess. Because we all of a sudden have this freedom, I feel like we take advantage of that, like taking 2 hours worth of photos. And all of a sudden the day is gone. And we have had one of 3 views of Mount Fuji.
We also subscribe to the theory that when you're driving, you just throw everything in the back. And then when you're sleeping, you throw everything in the front. And that's why it is a bomb site at the back.
Yeah, don't look at that. So to come to the Chureito Pagoda, if you are driving, it's quite stressful. There are a bunch of parking lots that you can choose from, some down the bottom. We just kept going and going and going, and I think we're at the tallest parking lot you could get to. I have zero idea if this costs money, and if it does, I have no idea how much it would be. I swear I saw signs saying $10.
There were signs on the way up, quite a walk away, that was saying 1,000 yen. Let's turn the handbrake on. 1,000 yen for a parking spot. I didn't see any signs of how much it costs to park here at all, but it's a lot closer and a lot more people organizing it. So either it's free and we got really lucky, or it's going to cost a lot of money. Oh. No, I didn't see.
We honestly can't get away from it.
I thought we would be absolutely rammed here. And like, it's pretty busy, but not as busy as I thought it was going to be. Hey.
Hey.
I ran after you because I didn't know where you were.
I keep going to walk ahead, and then I remember that there's a bear here somewhere, and then I stop and wait for you. Turns out, if you just keep following the path, there is no one up here. Everyone stops at the observation deck, I guess. Probably because it's the most iconic view.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a view up here, but...
No, it seems like there's not. Why is there no one here? Okay, if you're coming, come up a few more steps. You don't have the pagoda in the view, but you have Fuji all to yourself. And some picnic tables.
We have been up here for like 10 minutes.
By ourselves. Not a single other person.
And there's 2 picnic areas. We're only in one with 4 seats, and there's another one with 4 seats. So much shade room, not a single person.
Like, I know it's not the iconic pagoda shot of Fuji, but if you're after a look at Fuji uninterrupted, just come up a few more steps.
This is pretty good.
Where does this rank so far?
This is tough.
Quick decision. I think the lake by ourselves was better than this.
Yeah.
Then this. And now let's go test number 3.
Okay. From here, we have about a 20-minute drive to the other side of a lake for our third and final view of Fuji. So the parking lot that we went to that's quite far up to the shrine was free. No charge whatsoever. I will say the reason that people don't come here is most likely because of how small the roads are and tight the corners are. It is intimidating in a vehicle this big, and I have seen much bigger vehicles on the road. So, heed my warning. Quad number 3. What do you think?
This might be the best one yet.
And this is stop 3. What's the lake called?
Lake Kawaguchi. For the final stop, we have come to Lake Kawaguchi.
I think last stop, best stop.
Wow.
I think of the 3 stops that we saw today, this one is the best. But my favorite moment around Mt Fuji is seeing it for the first time at sunset on that road.
Well, technically we saw it for the first time on the plane.
Seeing it for the second time.
Third time.
At sunset. What?
Because we saw it also.
Oh, we saw it at the Sky Tree. Okay.
We have been way too lucky.
For the third time on the road at sunset when it was actually big.
I think a lot of people, if you're coming here and you don't have a van, this is maybe where you could stay. And it looks like one of the popular things to do is hire a bike, which I wish we had time for. You could bike around the lake.
Yeah, there's a track that goes around the whole thing. It would take a while, I think.
Yeah,
but
our friends did it. They loved it, and they said it took like 3 hours, but it was joyous the whole time.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Let us know down below which view you think was the best. 1, 2 or 3?
1, 2 or 3. You can't vote for the first plain Sky Tree.
No, just the 3 actual stops today. I'll put them on screen. You have to vote for 1, 2 or 3. Let us know.
For now, I think we need to get on the road for our next adventure.
Snow monkeys